Welcome back to the Huddle YouTube channel. I'm your host, Owen, and today we're going to be going over my day one draft grades. However, instead of making one long extended video where you're going to have to sit there and sift through each team and try to find where your team is talked about so you can watch about 5 minutes of a 40-minute video, I'm going to make individual videos for each team that picked in the first round. Now, if you were a team that had multiple picks, I'm going to talk about you guys in one video together with all your picks in there. If you just have one pick, it's going to be a shorter one. I'm just going to give my thoughts on your guys' pick and what you should be doing going forward with the draft. So, with that out of the way, let's get started. Let's talk about the Philadelphia Bulldogs now, both because I drafted two Bulldogs, and they're mostly just the Georgia Bulldogs up north. At pick number 9, they grabbed Jalen Carter, the absolute probably steal of the draft. I know there were red flags, but we'll get into it more. And then also Nolan Smith, the edge out of Georgia. Let's talk about Jalen Carter real quick. My number one player in this draft class. It's insane that he fell to number 9, even with the red flags he does have. We've seen teams overlook those kinds of things, especially because he's not going to suffer anything more. He's gotten dealt the hand he's going to be dealt. He's not going to suffer any more punishment for that one event, no matter how bad it actually was. But now that you have him playing alongside Jordan Davis, like in that 2021 Georgia Bulldogs, championship-winning defense, along with Fletcher Cox, and now you have Nolan Smith coming off the edge as well. You have Nakobe Dean in the second level being able to eat up. Like, people were curious how Nakobe Dean would succeed when he didn't have Jordan Davis and Jalen Carter right in front of him come in the NFL. Well, now in the NFL, he has Jordan Davis and Jalen Carter in front of him. So I don't think it's going to be an issue for him to succeed anymore. As well as just filling out that more defensive rotation. We saw that he couldn't really get after Patrick Mahomes as much as they'd like or much as they were other teams when it came to the Super Bowl. This is going to help that. Jalen Carter is an insane interior pass rusher. He's one of the best players I've ever scouted. I think he is or tied with the highest grade I've ever given a player when it comes to grading wise. Then with Nolan Smith, it's just souped up Hassan Reddick. Like, they had Hassan Reddick and got the most out of him once they brought him over from Carolina after Hassan Reddick had a decent season with them. He got even better with Philly. And that may be a cap casualty come the future. I'm pretty sure he's still on their team. So now you have a guy who is basically a replica of Hassan Reddick who can learn from Hassan while on the same team. And then when Hassan Reddick becomes probably a cap casualty or wants to move on after getting a bigger pay raise because he was a good defender on a good team, you can have Nolan Smith step in and just take over for him eventually. So right now you have two good pass rushers who fill the same role, and they can complement each other. Take over on the field once one gets tired, needs a breather, and then once the older one is gone, you have a cheaper replacement already on the roster. So those two picks, they're very simple. They're simply great. I wasn't the biggest Nolan Smith fan, but the one place I thought he could go was at 10 to the Eagles, and I would have been fine with it. It's a reach. I had Nolan Smith as a high second-round guy, just because he plays the run a lot better than I thought he would. He doesn't pass rush with a lot of power, but he doesn't need to when he has these giant hogs on the actual line in front of him. He's gonna be able to win with a lot of quickness and be that kind of bendy option on this pass rush defense. So Nolan Smith maybe was a bit of a reach, but at 10, but at 30, it's close enough to the second round. I'm fine with it. Close enough to where I have him graded, as well as just being a perfect scheme fit and a perfect fit for replacing Hassan Reddick eventually. So I love both these picks. Both of these are A+ picks. A+ is the overall grade. It's the highest I can give. That's a 100 out of 100. Add as many pluses as you want. This is the draft class of day one so far. I don't know if they're going to be able to compound this and keep winning when it comes to day 2, day 3, but as of right now, they absolutely kicked ass in day 1. So congrats to the Eagles on probably going to another NFC Championship game at the very least.